Jeet, Kachuri, Sushmita. Yes, you are clear. Okay, thank you so much, Arpit. Okay, so guys, my name is Manan Parekh, and I am the senior academic counselor. So we will wait for just few more minutes so that everyone can join. Okay. So meanwhile, let's discuss about the weather. Like I guess today, Saturday morning, many of you just waked up from the sleep. So you can tell me, guys, from which city you are. You can just write down on the chat section. So first of all, let me tell you, there are three things. One is your chat section, one is your Q&A portal, and one is your hand raise. Whenever you have any questions, you have our Q&A portal. You can just write down your questions. We will gonna answer that for sure. If you want to acknowledge the mentor, if you want to acknowledge me or anything, you want to answer anything, you can just write down on the chat section. Or in the end, if you have any type of any sort of questions, you can just raise your hand and we will gonna acknowledge that. So guys, just tell me from which city you belong. You can write down on the chat section. Harini, Krishna, Piyush, Nasik. Okay. Krishna is from Nasik. And others? Piyush is from Lucknow. Okay, Piyush. Sushmita is from Chennai. Okay. The rest of them? Arpit is also from Lucknow. Telangana. Okay. Guys, we will start the session at 11:05. So we will wait for just 2 more minutes. Okay, Manshu, you're from Aligarh. Harini from Telangana. Okay. In between, if you guys have any sort of questions, anything, you can just write down on the chat section or the Q&A portal. We will surely gonna answer that question. So guys, the rest of them, like, let me know like exactly what you do. Like, are you a student or a working professional or a fresher? Just write down on the chat section. Sushmita is a working professional. Arpit is a student. Okay, Harini is on. Okay, second year, right? Good morning, Suraj. Okay, Arandu. You're looking for a job. Perfect. So, hey, Krishna, pursuing diploma and you completed first year. Really good. So, guys, I guess we can start our session. Everyone have joined. So, first of all, let me introduce about Unikaksha, like in the platform you are right now. We are an online upskillment platform that helps students and working professional upskill themselves in their tech career with the help of our top mentors and industry relevant curriculum. So far, we have had a positive impact in the careers of 10,000 plus students. And today, with the same Guru class, we hope to help you in the same manner. So today's topic is soft skills are one of the most that we all determine in our interview success, right? So if you lack in some technical areas, you can very well compensate for it with your soft skills. In today's session, we will help you master the essential skills so that you can crack your next coding interview with ease. Okay, so I would request you to keep engaging and ask questions wherever necessary. And one more thing, guys, for this same session, you are getting an like whoever is attending this guru class is also having an certificate for this. So we would like from you, like if you post that certificate on LinkedIn, on Instagram, or in Facebook by just tagging Unikaksha, like using hashtags like hashtag Unikaksha, hashtag full stack development, hashtag monster, hashtag data science, hashtag learning, hashtag coding, anything. Okay, we will love that. So by sharing your certificate, you will demonstrate your commitment to continuous learning and professional growth while also positioning yourself as a standout candidate in the eyes of potential employers and industry peers. So I hope everyone will do the same. It's for your own benefit. Okay, guys. So today's session is taken by Ms. Piyush Yadav. So let me introduce her about like everyone. So she has experience of 5+ years in training and placement. She is currently heading the soft skill training development at Unikaksha. She is the best person to take today's session. Feel free to use the Q&A box and ask any questions. Okay. So now heading towards to Piyush, you can take the session now.
Okay, thank you, Manu. Good morning to each and everyone. Can you hear my voice? Can you see my screen? Please write on chat box 111 for me. Quickly, write 111 for me if you can hear me, see me, and my screen. I want my audience to be very, very active. Write 111, not yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Write 111 for me. Good. That shows your listening skills. Thank you, Lavisha. What about the others? Okay. Can you see my screen also? Well, okay. Okay. Got a very active audience over here. So let's begin by the words of soft skills. We play a rather game before we start something or theoretical or practical knowledge. Let's start something a little bit game. So this game is all about the rather game. Okay. So you have to choose one options and choose wisely. So go without the TV for a year or go without the junk food for a year. Which one you gonna choose? Choose junk food without the junk food. For a year, are you sure you will live to the pizza burger for a year or go without the TV without a year? Quickly, I want everyone response to be very pep into. Quickly, everyone on the chat box. Okay. Two. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Own your own boat or own your own plane? Do you like a ocean or you want to conquer the sky? Which one you are the person are? Would you like in the future to have your own cruise or would you like to have your own plane? Can you get an answer in quickly on the chat box? Plane? Himanshu say own thing. What is mean by own thing, Himanshu? There's not an option. There's either the plan or the boat. Either there's black or white. There's no gray option in the life. Plane. Okay. Fair enough. Most of the people like the sky. That's okay. Would you rather speech in the front of people you know or the give the speech in front of people you don't know? Which one you will prefer? People you know or people you don't know? Where you are comfortable in speaking? Quickly answer. People I don't know. Okay. I prefer people I don't know. We know. Okay. That means you prefer to that. Shushmita wants. Okay, with the familiar people. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. Would you like to breathe under the water or fly through the air? Which one? Again, a ocean or again the air? The ocean represents a depth. Sky represents unlimited opportunities. Which one? Fly to the air? Sky? Sky? Unlimited opportunity? Okay. Ocean means the depth of knowledge, by the way. Oh, this is interesting. Work in a group or work alone? Which one? I'm sure you have done many projects in the college or in the organization where you have to work in a group or you have to do individually tasks. Work in a group. Mostly people say work in a group. Okay, that's good. In a group. Okay. Would you spend a day in an amusement park or would you like to spend a day at a beach? Which one? You like a crowd? Are you an extrovert? Or you like to be alone in a beach, an introvert person? Which one you want? Amusement park or a beach? Beach? Alone? Means beach? Alone in a beach? Okay. Maximum. Okay. Many are introvert, I believe. Okay. So many have said the beach is the answer. Thank you for the giving the rather game answer. It's interesting and it's not about just the game. It's about the how your personality is. So let's start. Before that, we start how interviews and interview techniques. We understand the HR point of view, HR rounds and HR how things goes, how when companies take an interviews and what are the process. We understand the recruitment first. So suppose there are 300 applicants position where 300 box of open to receive a resume and only 291% applied. Okay, there's difference. 300 applicants can be considered, but 291 have applied. That means you are not the only person who was looking for the job. So you have to always keep in mind that what make you differ from other people. Okay, other candidates. Now, only 32 get in the phone screening. So that means how many people are rejected? 291 minus 32. What's the answer we get quickly? Someone is a good in maths calculator. 261. Exactly. Who's right it? Arundan. 1 minute. Okay. Very good. 261 got rejected. Can you see the huge number? Why? Some might have just randomly given a resume. Some might a resume have not been selected by the ATS system. Do you know it's ATS is application tracking system. By the keywords being tracked and according to resume have been taken. Okay, some might have not been qualified for that resume. Okay. Now, out of phone screening, that first round where the resume have been selected, or people have talked, HR have talked, checked of the communication skills, so they are gone for a technical interview. Now, it is important to have a technical interview when you are going for the IT companies. Obviously, the coding, the software engineers, everything this matters. Out of 16, there are 13 people gone for the coding challenge. So there are a number of rounds when it comes to the technical interview, okay, for the software engineer especially. So they need to clear the concept, your codings, your technical, see how much you hands-on experience in that. On site, that means how many have able to get it from 11. So can you see the range 291 from 11 and how many got the HR offer is 8. So the competition in the market is very, very tough. Now, 61% of employee reality of the new job differ from the expectation. Now, everybody have a myth when we go to job, we had a at least 5 plus LPA salary and we will get a cab and everything. So those who are experienced, is there any experience? I believe there is an experienced candidate over here in them and can agree with me that whatever they think when they do the job is not only that they have to do other multitasking jobs. So remember that your practical knowledge is okay, but your soft skill, your interpersonal skill, how to deal with people is more important than the practical implementation of your subject expertise. Okay, the other things do matter. I believe everybody have LinkedIn account. Do you have a LinkedIn account? Type yes if you have on the chat box quickly. Yes. If you do not have a LinkedIn account, it's just like a professional website like Facebook. And the only difference is the Facebook we use for entertainment purpose and the LinkedIn we use for the professional people. From a CEO to the top-notch panelist to the lowest panelist of the company, you will find it out. So 80% of recruiters use LinkedIn or to check the candidate. It's very, very important. Okay. If you do not have a LinkedIn account, go and have a LinkedIn account, go and have a connection, just give a random connection to people or just follow your own dreams companies so that you should know what technology are they are going through, who is the CEO, what changes they are, what product and service they are offering, where they are going for expansion and all. So this gives you the inside view what is going on in the company, particularly IC sector or any other sector. You should be knowing the knowledge of it. Okay. And secondly, nobody lie on the LinkedIn. You know, when you do the profile of your own in the LinkedIn, nobody gonna lie because you tag the company name, and it shows that you work in that company. And if you had any faults or the any fake thing you have written on the LinkedIn, then it will be quickly be being checked. Okay, someone from the company will just ban you. So LinkedIn is very important and it's very crucial. Thing. Secondly, globally phenomena. If you had a dream of going to abroad or something you have or to dream something, go for LinkedIn. You can plenty of people from abroad. You can get connected. You can get the advantage. You can talk to them. You can attend some events of them like global summits and so on. So use these kind of professional sites very wisely. Now, 43% on the Facebook and 22% for Twitter is only for the high notch panelists. And Facebook is mainly for the marketing people. So I remember when decades ago when we had an interview, there's a UTV channel and its sister company was the Amagi. And those who said, said for the Amagi company, they were asked to open the Facebook and someone says, my hobbies is suppose the uh, suppose the my hobbies is the photography. So some one of the marketing manager asked us to open a Facebook account, show that you have photography. There's no post of yours. So think wisely when you put something on LinkedIn or the Facebook. It shows your personality. Do not just randomly post something out of you want to post it. Okay. So keep it these things in the mind that what you want to post. Okay. This is I'm talking about decades ago when a Facebook was just newly introduced to us. Now, what will candidate go through when they search for a job? Okay, so suppose you search a job, and can you tell me what are the sites, website where you can search a job today? Do you know any sites where we can search a job? How many sites you know? Naukri.com, okay, LinkedIn, very good. Indushala, very good. Glassdoor, okay, very good. Glassdoor, LinkedIn is already answered. Naukri.com, Monster, LinkedIn, Intershai, LinkedIn, Ambitious Box, and plenty of jobs opening, the government MNCs and all. So there are a lot of freelancer jobs, there's a lot of jobs, and like so there are the things you go and search the once the job you have searched you apply, that is the job application. You send your resume. Communication comes when the HR call and say your CV has got shortlisted and we want to take an interview. So your communication start with the HR as your CV is shortlisted. Let's have a first round of interview. Okay, maybe you cracked the first round of screening. Then you had an interview with the real interview like coding interviews or HR interviews or panelist interview. Onboarding means that once you have been get a job or later when you have done the formality with the company, that's called onboarding. And analysis, you are being in a vigilance of the company for next 3 to 6 months, and the analysis whether you and you as well the company can work together or not. Till now, do anybody have a doubt, please? Is there any doubt? Yes or no? Should I carry on? Okay. So how the now we understand how the HR's point, how one candidate goes through. What one candidate should be having is a professional resume. I believe everybody have a resume. If not, then make a resume. Okay. Then how many of you know what is a cover letter? Do anybody knows what is cover letter? Type yes quickly. If no, type no. Yes. See, cover letter is very important. Okay. If someone do not know cover letter, I tell you what is a cover letter. Apart from your resume, cover letter is a short summary which states your experience, states your about your interpersonal skills and your technical knowledge or the subject area. Basically, it's a short summary that shows about your two-page or three-page of resume. Okay, so whenever you apply for a job through mail, you should always have a cover letter body. You can easily get it from Google or somewhere else. Okay, and if you have applied in a company website, they always ask for the cover letter. Apart from your resume upload, they always ask the cover letter. So cover letter is nothing but the two-page summary of you that's showing that you have these kind of skills, you have done this kind of projects or have done internship, and which make you fit for this job. Now, if you are working experienced person, if not also, then you should be having a pay slip, at least for 3 months to 6 months, because okay, all the question I will take carry on in the last Q&A. Don't worry. Okay, just keep your question with you. Okay, and I will just clear all your doubts. So it's not an issue. Okay, so there is a pay scale for everybody. For if you're going for first job to second job, you should always carry 3 months pay slip or 6 months, just so that you can have a negotiation with the salary with the HR. Documentation like your grading, mark sheets, your identity proofs, and all. Okay, your passports are everything and visa work permit. Since it's an IT company, so IT company always bring a visa and they give the work visa and all. So make sure the visa and passport is now always mandatory for the HR documentation. Okay, how much time for the interview to job get? There's another myth. Okay, another myth with a student that we have given an interview and it should be the answer should be given to then and then, whether we accepted or rejected or why it's harder. So for your information, some of our offer received within 24 to 48 hours of interviewing. That means for 2 to 3 days HR takes. Okay. According to the Glassdoor report, average of 23.8 days, almost a half of month they take. During the campus day, it happens a lot. Okay. The employer hiring a new college graduate may take 3 weeks. Okay, again, some employer do not let candidate know once in the way. Yeah, it's happened. If the company is having the interview, company open for the interview, sometimes we do not get a answer from the HR. So we need to understand that they will not let you know whether you are in the system or out the system. So you have to be very patient when you give the interview. Okay, and yes, you need to understand that everything takes time. Okay, so do not be hyper when you give an interview on that day and then you decided, oh, I should be getting answer then and there. Okay, there's a poll question. Have you given an interview recently? So there's poll pop up in your screen and you have to select one or two. Okay, so is there any polling question will be there? Poll. Okay, I want everyone to give the answer. Polling screen will be end. Few seconds is left.
Guys, be attentive. Choose if you have given an interview, choose yes, and if you haven't, choose no. Be attentive in the session.
Okay, so maximum of you have given me the no answers, and 39% of the audience says they have given the interviews. Okay, with another poll question, you will get Okay, which type of interview you have given? Have you given a technical or non-technical? Okay, so I got around 47% says technical and 53%. It's like a 50-50. Many of you have given a technical and many of you haven't given the maximum you guys have given the technical and non-technical. That means you had an experience of giving the interview. That's good. So we learned something interview techniques while we giving a coding interview. Now, how you guys will be evaluated? You need to understand which on a what terms you guys evaluated. Communication. One thing when a HR or any other person do is a communication. Whether you are giving oral or written, your communication should be very, very precise, clear, logical, with facts and figure. So, asking clarifying question, communication of approach, and trade-off the clearly, such as the interviews has no trouble falling. Now, many of the people have habit of this. I have been saying it out because I have the experience of hiring very from top level to the middle level people, and even a fresher. So do not elaborate so much that the HR lost the interest. Do not say out of the box with the question is something else and you are talking about. Maybe people have issues. Your communication should be very, very clear. Okay. And it's very important because around 85% of the communication done by a hiring manager is through communication through WhatsApp or typing or the emailing. And why communication is important? Because you are not only communicating with the friends or the parents, but when you work in an organization, you work with a lot of people with a diverse culture and the peoples, and you will be going for MNC or you will be going abroad for that. And then there's the communication plays a very important role for success in your career life. Okay, problem solving. Another thing is through coding or through technical coding or any kind of situation you have given to them, they want to see, are you a problem solver? Do you have a good leadership quality? Do you have a team building quality? Are you a team player? Okay, so there is an organization, there is a project where you will be working, and there will be a problem. Okay, so this is one of the main thing. Okay, you have to think differently. You have to think different from the others. So you should be having this key set. One is communication. Second is problem solving. Understanding the problem and approaching it systematically, logical, accurately, discussing the multiple approaches and trade-offs. Ability to accurately determine time, space, and complexity and optimize them. See, when there's a problem, there is an idea concept. Okay, what do you mean by idea concept? Is identify, uh, define what is problem, explore the problem, take the action, and revise it. So there is a problem. You have to take a lot of brainstorming section with your meetings. You should put a lot of ideas to it and pick the one of it and solve the problem. So if you are going for a technical round, there will be coding. They will be giving a coding which having an issue, troubleshooting you have to do. You have to solve the complex problems. So they want such kind of things. So mainly this is for the coding interviews. Okay, so you should know where to which put the coding tools, programming, so they solve the problem. And it's no brainy needed that in a software job profile there is a coding and there will be the problem. Okay, technical competence very very important that if you are going for a technical thing, it should be very very clear and clear. There's no struggle in your technical terminology or you do not know. So flourish your knowledge, clear your concept. It should be well structured because coding is something which is already proper statement. It's nothing we can do or revise or train, right? There we can put a lot of method to solve that complex coding, but it is well structured, defined which kind of tools and programming you have to do. Testing ability to test the code against the normal corner cases, self-correcting issues in code. That is very very important. So I do not. This is one of the thing is testing, the retesting, retesting, retesting. So one of my friend, I'm giving example, is in Singapore, and he do the ATM system coding, and he retested out. Okay, that's something new to me also. But so every time it took them a year to build that coding system, and just they do every 1 month they do the testing, and if they think the coding is good enough. And if you're doing a coding interview, there's no brainy need again. The testing will be there that your coding is working or not. When it's come to coding or backend or putting a HTML or shooting a front end or making a website and everything, there may be there's a fault, default, technical fault. So you have to redo, you have to test again, you have to solve the problem, you have to communicate with your manager, team, and so on. This is what they are look for. These kind of skills you should be having when you are interviewing the coding interview. Okay, what should you do to get a job, career, and success? Review the common terms. Okay, hiring manager expects you to comfortable with the coding language their company use, so it's ideal to familiarize yourself with the various concepts they may ask about. It's very important. First thing first, that your concept, your technical part should be very good. So it's important that if you're going for some stream, suppose data science or full stack developer course or any kind of course you are going for, I mean the language you are going for the interview, it should be very important that company dealing with that kind of software or the programming, so that you get a familiar and you can understand that you are know that kind of level of coding or programming to it. Okay, it also good idea to establish which programming language you might use to get the job. So in the job description they are mentioned, but it's always advisable that do not go blindly and sit just because you want the sake of doing the job or you want the job. And that's why 80% of people of candidates fail to crack the job of basically interviews, coding, or except for your technical, because they do not understand the pattern which company is good for the what kind of profile or programming they use. So if you come to know that this company have this kind of said they use this kind of software, this kind of programming, you can always go and research in a Google, have a advanced knowledge and can prep yourself. Okay, research the company. It's very, very important. Can you give me the what all the websites we can search about the company on the chat box quickly? Glassdoor, very good. LinkedIn, okay. That's absolutely right. Ambition box, right. Any other? There are a lot of websites. Indeed, Naukri.com, many more. Company website itself. Okay. So top 10, top 100 Fortune. Okay. There's a company list where you can originally find out whether this company is there or not. Okay. So there are a lot of things in it. Never sit a company in a company which you do not know anything about. Okay, just because your friend said, oh, this is the opening today, and go and sit, let's have an interview. No, never do that. Research the company, give you excellent foundation knowledge about the opportunities, give you better understanding of how you will fit into company and its culture. Very important. Many people, if you have heard about your brothers or colleagues or friends, they leave your company for just do the job for 3 years, 3 months, and they leave the job, or they're not able to survive because they do not understand the company at all. Okay, so it's important to understand the company, what they deal with, product and services, where their headquarters are, what they're into expansion mode, what is their mission vision, what they are into, what in the future plans. So always, if you go for any company interview, make sure that you had a good research about the company. LinkedIn is best because you can find a lot of people who are working for the company for watch profile. You can go, you can read the articles, you can even see the events of the companies, so that you should know. You should have always a knowledgeable about what company is all about. You might find further information online, like I said, LinkedIn, events, summits, and the products launch, and everything. So these give you insight view, and you can evaluate yourself that okay, this product is great. is this newly launched, this company will have open varieties of various job opportunities, and you are good fit for it. Okay, they ask for suppose one of the software engineers, then they ask for the Java developer, for example, and you know the Java. Okay, now so you can go and fit. Okay, now you can see. Okay, you can put an advanced level of your coding test and all, and you go for it. So always research about the company. Even I believe you had a dream companies. Tell me your dream companies quickly. Which is your top dream, one dream company if you want to just do a job there? Tell me quickly. Which is your dream company? Hello. Okay, many of says Microsoft, Adobe, and Google. I tell you, my Wipros, these my siblings are in my Adobe and Microsoft and Google also, and then they worked in the Wipro also. So yes, and that's how I come to know about the what kind of programmings are using, what kind of the operations they are into, what kind of product service they are going through. So you have to search about it. Okay, if these are the company, you have to search about it, what Adobe is up to, how the working condition is, working culture is. If you want to go to the Wipro, what the Wipro is all about. Is a Wipro has only one sector? Is there any multiple product of Wipro, multiple? You should be knowing about that company. Okay, I'm good to get to know that you have all good companies. It's a dream company. Prepare to share your project. It's very, very important. Now, two things I will highly recommend you to do the project and to do the internship. Okay, so if you're going for the coding interviews, you have only thing to show is your practical implementation, life projects or the major projects or any minor projects. Project should be must. Okay, and there are the many sites like one of the GitHubs and many things like IT people put their projects. Okay, there are many live projects in the Google. If you search it out, where people put their own projects there. Okay, so so their projects can be highlighted, and projects not only shows that because that is the practical implementation that you know that subject knowledge. That's why it's very, very important to explore that topic of yours while giving the interview. By explaining the past project, give the interviewer several details that elaborate your project scope and purpose. If I ask about that, what is the last project you have done? Suppose you have done clone of Netflix. Just like Netflix, you have made another app. Now you should be telling the purpose that uh, viewers can see for the it's an entertainment kind of app. Viewer can see the shows that they want, and there's an interference front and back and so on. So what you have to do is first you have to show the purpose of the project and what it does and what are the tools and technology you have used it. So that's where the highlight your technical part. It's very important when it comes to technical interview. What you can only show is the technical part, and it's very, very important by projects or internship doing practical implementation. Clear? You can also provide documentation of project. Hiring manager can see the flow, follow your process. If you had something on your project, suppose soft copy, hard copy, or any kind of link you have like GitHub and everything, then you better show it out just so that your highlights it, and you can have a high chances to get it for the selection. If you have an online portal, as I showed, like LinkedIn, GitHub, any other part of online where you can showcase your projects, or there are some groups projects, so group, I mean, forums are there where you can show it, you can learn it from there. You better show it. Okay, if you, the more you explore this kind of thing, the more you highlight that you have these kind of technical knowledge you have, you are good in coding, and that's make you fit for the job. Have a mock interview. Mock interview is the pre preparation from the final interview HR. It's better to fail in a mock rather than failing in the actual interview. Why? Mock is a practice, an introduction of question to feel confident about the entire process. That means you are already prepared with the technical and the HR round. So at the time when the HR asks you, you are not nervous. You're already confident enough that what you have to speak and what not to speak. Okay, because you have done a lot of practice. At the end of your mock interview discussion, always carry the feedback what to improve and what not to improve, what should be doing and what not should be doing. If possible, find a knowledgeable about the coding to conduct your mock interview to receive for specific feedback. So there are a lot of in the Google you can find it out, or if you have a mentors, if you have a professor, if you have any other friends, family, colleagues, brothers who work in a technical field, you can always ask them for a mock interview. What are the HR question, what a hiring manager asks, what a technical manager asks, and you try to practice those things. Okay, you try to get an answer and take a feedback whether you are going or not, whether you will be hired or not. So more this kind of practice you do, the more you will be familiar with the questions as well as answers. And during the interview, I mean during the final interviews, you will be not be nervous. You are well informed, well practiced, and you know what exactly you have to say. Now, 70 to 75% candidates actually fail because do not practice or they do not know how to frame the structure of answers. And it's very, very important to get this mock practice so that at the time of real interviews, you do not make a mistake or blunder. Explain the concept loudly. Now, it's very, very important that technically, if you're going for the interviews, your concept should be very clear. If the first or second round of technical interviews is always about your concept, are you able to understand the concept, are clear of your programming language or not? So they might give you a coding to solve. They might give you one problem to solve. So always remember your concept should be very clear. Before the interview, explain the complex coding topic aloud with the friends or mentors, obviously. Explaining the concept ahead of time also helps to improve your confidence as you identify the gap between your knowledge and correct. So it's better to have the concept clear with your mentors before you will asking, because at the time of interview or technical people you will not be asking them to what is the concept or how to solve the problem, right? So this is another level of interview where people uh, lack and get rejected because the concept is not clear. So in the technical interviews, it's very very important to clear your concept before you go for interview. Know your type of coding interview. It's very important. You cannot be ace in every program. A front end may be not good as a back end problem, or the Java people will not good at making HTML things, right? So some you have to figure out what is your main strong coding programming is, so that you can put that thing first. If someone, a technical person asks you any question to you, you can easily answer, and with ease, with confidence, you can easily give the answer. Okay, so you need to find out the interview type what before you begin the practice to devise you wisely. Code through the problem in real time with the manager asking you. Again, I'm telling you, your coding, your project should be a real time project which give you the real time, not done or outdated or given in the Google. So because the technology is one thing which keep on upgrading every day. So I give you one example how if you use any kind of mobile, suppose any Android mobile now, from 10 it quickly after 3 months it will be 11, from 11 it will be 11.5 and 2. So all the things you can see that every software every 3 months is changed. Like technology keep on changing, coding keep on changing, any new thing advanced will be updating. So always to try to get a live project, and there's plenty of opportunity website in the markets, means Google, and you can always ask for the real time projects. Okay, that internship and live project helps you out. Now, another one is practice algorithm questions. Okay, algorithm question, complex question, array questions are the common question asked during the interviews, during the technical part. So, algorithm question are common in coding interview because assist hiring manager in checking your foundation knowledge. Again, your concept should be clear, whether you know or not. Your base is no, you know the base of programming or not. It's very very important because any technical interviews have a coding, and your coding comes with a fundamental base concept should be clear. Simple test problem from colleague or internet. Take an example. Do re-practice again and again to solve this complex problem. Some common algorithm includes binary search, binary trees, and array type. Review the common HR question. Not only focus on your technical part, but you have to focus on some of the HR question also. I just to check, evaluate that apart from your practical knowledge, you have a core competency knowledge, you have interpersonal skills or not. Okay, so it's very important that your concept, your fundamental, your technical, your practical life projects should be ace. That means should be top net. But apart from this, you should be know the HR question. One of the most commonly question asked by the HR is, tell me something about yourself. For example, thank you for allowing me to introducing myself. My name is Aman and I am Murid City from Uttar Pradesh. First of all, I want to introduce myself with a soft skill. I optimize smart, self-confident, hardworking, have a positive mindset. A technical skill include proficiency in Java, programming language, C programming language, HTML. Also, I had a command in MS Excel and web technology. My interests include dancing, internet surfing, chess, listening music. My leisure time is enjoy reading and news. So here he highlighted his the technical part that he know the languages, and he's also show the interpersonal skills, that is internet surfing, chess, music, which shows his analytical skill, problem solving activities, and so on. Somewhat circular, is there anything make you different from other candidates? Here you can highlight your projects, what you have done, life projects, your internship. You can show what during the projects you have learned about your interpersonal skill, your management skill, your team leadership skill, team building skill, and so on. Know your CS fundamental. It's very important. The fundamental quick question your interview asks to determine whether you have basic computer science skills or not. Is very important. Some standard CS fundamental question include listening out a component of computer system, explaining a type of computer process. So apart from this, you should know your CS fundamental, computer science fundamental also. So in coding interview is required. During the interview, what you should be doing? Introduce yourself as continuous manner, have a hand firm shake, act professionally, ask question, maintain a conversation flow, smile, nod, ask about the next step in the process, and thanks the interview. After the interview, ask the interviewer for a business card, promptly send thank you. If you're going individually for the company, if you're going for the company to take an interview, you can always ask. Keep the thank you note brief, but tie the interest in the position what you're looking for. So always go and decide that you are looking for good fit for this position, and this is the reason and your technical and interpersonal. Review the interview process and evaluate your interview where you went wrong, when you're not. For how to dress at the interview for the success for men, wear a tie scale, understand the pattern of color, do not go for highlight, jiggly, glittery colors, dark shoes, facial hair, groomed, framed, all. Uh, no funky jewelries are allowed during the interviews, except the religious part. Always for girls, always wear a suit with a jacket, wear a low heel. Don't carry a purse in the interviews, purse in the interviews. Okay, guys, kind of a short portfolio. Wear minimal makeup. It's very important for men to do not put a lot of cologne on their whole bottle, and for women, it's very important. Do not make a whole lot of makeup. Wear minimum. Quickly, let's revise what we have learned today. Pick a good programming language to use, that is, for example, Python, C++, JavaScript. Plan your time, tackle the topic portion in order of importance. That means your coding concept, your fundamental concept, your life project. You should be knowing it out. You have to practice a lot. Combine starting practice for a single topic. Again, you clear your topic concept one by one. Do not try to put all your topics at one point. That you should be knowing Java, you should be clear one topic, clear one concept, learn the languages on that, and then go ahead second one. Accompany the practice with the coding interview with the sheet, or you can do a lot of assessment tests in the Google. You can find it out. Prepare a good introduction, final question. Try the mock coding interviews. There's a lot of plenty of knowledgeable questions in the market. And if you have extra time, analyze the key technical question pattern. And last but not least, dress well. Thank you. And if you have any kind of question, you can raise or you can write on a Q&A.
Hello guys, you can just ask any of the questions in the Q&A or the chat section. So Balaji have a question, Piyush.
Okay. Write on a Q&A, okay, section, not on chat box, by the way. Now I have learned fine. Okay, so what I heard from this, Balaji, we are trying to say that in your interview question you get nervous and you are not able to answer well when it's come to the technical question. Am I right? This is what you are uh, explaining to me. See, as I already told you, if you are giving for the interviews, so if you're going for the interviews and someone asks you out of the box, now please be precise about what I'm now going to tell about you is coding, technologies, software. It's not limited subject. It's a wide subject. What you are learning, what you are gonna learn in the corporate world, you will be learning at something advanced that you are not aware. So try to think out of the box. That means you should be knowing the knowledge about those programming language and concept. Coming to the biology point of view, that you are not able to concentrate on high knowledge on a particular subject, so here you need a mentor to get the knowledge about that particular coding. Okay, your concept and fundamental might not be clear, Balaji. If you think, then you can go and have for the mentors help and clear your concept. Try giving a lot of mocks interviews or mock testing coding, which will help you. Okay, so and be prepared beforehand giving the interview, not 1 or day but 1 week. So as algorithm will then help you a pattern or the Google, you can get a pattern of question. Suppose it's a Java programming, you just can type on a Google what is the interviews question for Java programming, and you can just clear it out and uh, you can have the question and answer and practice it out. I hope I clear your answer. Is there anybody else?
Yes, I guess in Q&A section there is a question by Krishna.
Okay. Uh, hold on. Two questions. As a beginner, where should I focus more on online thing like LinkedIn or a college lecture? Uh, Krishna, what do you mean by online things? You please kindly be specific what you mean by online coaching education you are thinking, or the college lecture. Your answer question is not precise. Can you please reframe and ask me again? There's one more person. We take last question. There's a chat box. Someone has wrote it down. In my previous company, they have not given me the pay slip. They used to do a payment through net banking UPI in my following interview. HR asked for a pay. How will I tackle this? Okay, this was asked by Arinendu. Okay, you can always have a bank statement. Okay, um, normally company gives the pay slip. Okay, you can always ask for the company's HR that yeah, I needed a pay slip, which is your highly there. And if not, suppose the company do not give, you can always show talk to the companies or the HR where you apply, and you can show I can show my bank account. This is the company bank. From this account, I get it. So the company will take this as your bank account as a pay slip also. This will work. Okay, Arinda, I hope you are clear your answer. And okay, last one more question, please. If anybody wants, I want Krishna answer to be there, but its question is not being so much framed. So there's one. No. See, what I understand, Krishna, as you're asking, you should focus on the LinkedIn or the college thing. You are what I understand by your question is, see, side by side, you cannot cannot miss the LinkedIn or any professional website which give you enhance in your profile. Okay, so it's better to use the profile of LinkedIn simultaneously at the same time focusing on your college also, because what you will doing in the college events you can always show on your LinkedIn also. Clear? And which give you the interpersonal. So suppose you have a event coordination or something, you have organize any event in the college. In the LinkedIn, there's this section called art skills. You can always put that team building, team building or team management. You can always put that kind of skill, and you can mention if you get a certificate. You can always upload that certificate to your LinkedIn to show as a proof. Okay, that's I believe I have given you answer. Okay, any last question? Anybody wants to come? I hope you liked the session, enjoyed it out. Hope you had some type of learning and all. Okay, so that's it. If
Is there?
someone do not have a question, so over to you, man.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Piyush. So, is there any further questions you can ask? I guess there is one question in Q&A. Arpit is asking. I'm from ECE branch, so how can I prepare for IT companies in last 2 months?
For the
Piyush,
company in the last 2 months. Okay, wait. Arpit is saying you from ECE branch. So Arpit, I will recommend if you want for the IT company, you should be knowing which kind of course and coding you want to opt for. What is the trend in the market, and you have to adopt that course or something. You have to learn that coding which you interest in. Okay, and accordingly you can prepare yourself. That's your answer. If you're shifting from one branch to another, you should be knowing what you are good for and what is trend in the market, and you can go and ace that the course for it. Okay, programming. Again, technical should fundamental should be very very strong.
so, guys, let me tell you again about Unikaksha. Okay. By the way, thank you so much, Piyush, for this amazing session. So, Unikaksha is an online educational platform which provides learning of full stack development and different programs. And additionally, we also provide interview training, mock interviews, resume building classes, LinkedIn profile building, and all. So, like in this current session, like you just got the brief about like how to improve your skills for the interview, but we also provide a proper training for that. Okay, so anyone of you or any student who is like learning in Unikaksha is getting proper training for their interviews also. So like right now, Arpit asked this question like he's from ECE branch and he wants to go for IT companies and what he should do in last 2 months. So Arpit, we have a proper program which provides you a job guarantee also, like program different programs like pay after placement, upfront, synergy, edge, and autonomy, and different programs which in which we provides guaranteed internship and guaranteed jobs. Okay, like you will be getting proper training for interviews, also proper training in your skill sets in your like full stack development in front end back end and everything. Okay, so this is all about Unikaksha. Okay, and I am the career counselor of Unikaksha. So what I'm doing right now, like I am just launching a poll. Okay, in which the poll is it is asking like if any one of you is interested to having a one-on-one counseling session like with me or any other counselor, they can just select yes. Okay, it is a free counseling session. Like the counselor will gonna guide you about your career, about your future, like what you should do. Like they will analyze your profile and they will surely gonna tell you what is best for you. Okay, so it is completely free. So if you want that, just select yes, and if you don't want that, just select no. I guess everyone should select yes because everyone needs a counseling session in their life. And I guess, guys, this will really gonna help you. So giving 10 seconds for this particular poll. I guess everyone is selecting yes for this. 5 more seconds, guys. Yes, the poll is end. Okay. So still is if any one of you have any kind of questions like not related to just today's session, like apart from this, like any out of the box questions, you can just go ahead and ask the question. You can write down on the Q&A or the chat section. And meanwhile, you all are receiving the certificate for this today's class. So I am hoping that every one of you will gonna upload this certificate on Instagram and LinkedIn by just tagging Unikaksha and using the hashtags like hashtag Unikaksha, hashtag full stack development, hashtag coding, hashtag job. I'm hoping like everyone will gonna do, because see, it is your own benefits. Because like, let's say for an example, you have uploaded the certificate on LinkedIn or Instagram, and if any one of the employer who is searching for some people for the job, and if they find that you have uploaded a certificate for this session, they will surely gonna connect with you and give you an opportunity for a job. Okay, so any questions? I'll wait 1 minute for this. For any questions, you can ask any of them. Okay. Or if you don't want to say anything right now, you can just, so like someone is raising the hand. Okay, Mohammed Naeem. So yeah, Naeem, like, do you have any questions you can ask? You can write down on the chat section. Naeem, waiting for 1 minute if you have any questions. I guess you don't have any kind of questions. So guys, should we end this session? You can write yes or no. Okay. Okay, we can end the session then. So thank you so much, everyone. It was really a nice session. You have, you know, mm, give very good response. And thank you so much, Piyush, for this amazing session. Uh, so Muhammad Naeem is asking, sir, I have only diploma. No worries, Naeem. There is no such criteria that you should have a graduation degree. If you have completed your diploma, you also can get a job in IT. And we also help the students who got diploma with proper training and with proper interviews. So don't worry about that. Just wait. If you have selected yes on that one-on-one counseling session, we will surely gonna connect with you and we will gonna guide you how to get a job. Okay, Mohammed. Okay, thank you so much. So guys, let's end this session, and I guess everyone have, you don't have any sort of questions. So thank you so much. Like on every Saturday we have different guru class. So you can just directly follow us on Instagram, follow us on LinkedIn, so that you are getting every updates about every guru class and every new things going on in IT and technology. So thank you so much. Let's see you on the next section.